Joanne Banko. I got a quick tip for you today. The topic is needle felting. Needle felting is how I created this really sharp accent for a plain hat that was just laying around in my closet. Felting is a really simple technique. It's been around for a really long time and it's hugely popular. It's done in a lot of different ways. You may see some hand tools that are used for doing this, and you may see some done by machine. We're going to do it by machine today with an accessory that I'm going to show you. Let's talk for just a couple minutes about some materials though. Commonly used for felting is a wool felt base. This is very easy to find, and in fact, you know, if you have some wool laying around the house, maybe some old sweaters, maybe some wool yardage, you could felt it yourself. We'll give you some tips for that in our download. But wool felt is very dense, and it's very easy to lay fibers on top and literally melt them into the wool base. That's done with felting needles. Felting needles have barbs on them or ridges that literally take the fibers, such as what we call wool roving, and punch it into the fabric. Now, you don't have to have wool felt. You can certainly use the polyester version. This piece that I have here is just plain old ordinary inexpensive polyester. I've just taken some multiple colors, drawn a free-form shape, and felted right into this. And then what I can do is trim that just like I did for the flower on the hat. Maybe add a few feathers for embellishment, maybe a button. I think you get the idea. The technique itself is very, very free-form and gives you a lot of opportunity for creativity. So let's talk for another minute just about this roving. Comes in many different colors. You're likely to find a package at your craft store with a grouping or a selection, and you can use as much or as little as you want. You can mix and match the colors. Again, it's all about creating your own style. You can even try felting with other fabrics such as denim, silk dupioni. This is a piece of polar fleece that I have embedded so much of the roving fibers that it barely shows to the other side. So again, it doesn't hurt to try. You just, sky's the limit, try some different things. I guarantee you're never going to want to throw away any scraps. Let's head over to the machine, and you can see I've got some little fibers here I'm going to carry over with me. I added those into my hat. If you saw the sample of the hat, I've already got the felting attachment on the machine. Again, you might have many other options. Certainly the same look can be done by hand. You may have a special accessory that you can use for your machine. For this one, it required me taking out the bobbin case, taking off the bobbin case cover, and replacing that with a little, almost like a little cup holder that catches that extra lint, a guard, and then 3 felting needles. Again, those needles have those little barbs on them that help grab that fiber. So I've already laid down a base by just taking my roving, sprinkling on. Again, you could see the free-form shape. Let's do a little bit more felting on this so you can see how easy it's done. You just back and forth, back and forth. We have no thread in the machine. We have no bobbin in the machine. We just have needles, and we have what we would normally call free motion or free form stitching. And if you see, I'm going in one direction and then I'm flipping that around, I'm going in another direction. That's a really good technique to use when you're felting, because the more directions that you go, the more deeply you embed that fiber. So let me stop. I'm going to raise up those needles and just show you the back there. You can see how that's punched through. And then we can add little sprinkles of other colors, decorate that however we want, add some color in the center, add some color at the edges. Again, we're just going to free form right over that. It's so easy and so much fun. I have to tell you, it does get a little bit of addictive because you just want to keep going until you get something finished. And then remember, whatever you've done, you can still add to, and I could then take my scissors and I can literally cut around that shape just like I did for my flower on the hat. I can do lots and lots of different things.